by sharing it. So, I'm just going to quickly share this. Now we can get started. How do you do that again? Hey, Discord. So, welcome back to Low Energy Videos. I'm not in my room for once, nor am I in a pub. Those are nice things. This is not a nice thing, though it will result in a nice thing. I am currently in my living room, and it has been a long while since I did one of these. But we're going to do a workout stream while talking to chat. This will be roughly about an hour long workout. And I don't know how else to say this other than this is going to hurt like hell. Because of course it will. But it will get results. And at the end of the day, isn't that what we're all about? Well, I know that's what I'm about. Hopefully you are too. More shilling. So, every time you see me kind of blur out like that, that's me trying to share. It's next to impossible to do that on this app in this way. So, my treadmill's... The reason why I didn't stream was because my treadmill is broken. As you can see here, my treadmill is so broken it reformed into an exercise bike. Not a Pendleton, not a fancy one. A Sport Near. Almost like it's a near sporty thing. And it's not the most potent of machines. It's truly not. But let's reset everything. Might as well. It is a pretty damn useful thing to have. You can see here, 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 here. It is a... Wait, I hit reset. Thank you. Honestly. I've been using this a lot. Normally while listening to videos. Talking to Smokes McGee out there from time to time. And just genuinely prepping myself for what I thought was to be this year I get a bike. Instead, I did not spend the money on the bike. Maybe next year. I had a great opportunity early on. But in the meantime, while we wait for all that, I'm going to go at highest gear setting, which isn't actually that high at all, but it really does make a difference in the long run. I'm just going to cycle for an hour and talk to chat, which hopefully I can see down the corner. I don't know if I can or not. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely putting all messages on. Why the hell wouldn't I put all messages on? And you might notice something very special about this. I am currently having episode 1 of 100. At the very least, every episode will be 1 hour of exercise. Maybe more down the line. Don't know. I know it. But yeah, what I need from chat is to like, share, subscribe, obviously, and to keep me company. Keep me distracted. So with that said, let's get started, shall we? So, I do this for 2 reasons. Not the stream, but the biking. 1, to help me lose weight, and has been doing a great job as of late. But 2, I have been, for a good few years now, suffering with a sciatica on the left side of my body. And it pretty sucks. It pretty much sucks. But there was a very odd silver lining. It forced me to change. It forced me to actually get off my arse and exercise. Because you can't sit very long on an unworked out sciatica. It starts to hurt a lot. You can't even sleep for all that long unless you've been doing some prior exercises. And I've been doing some prior exercises. So the end result is, I'm just going to move my water bowl. The end result is a pretty goddamn good, let's call it good, attempt to lose weight and get a little toned while doing so. And I've been doing that. I've been on the diet since October. So about a year now, without even trying. And the exercise, that went up and down, unlike my diet, which was respect. And I just kind of wanted to keep it up. Because I accidentally stumbled into healthy habits, you know? But long-time viewers of this channel might remember I go and get myself I used to do a once a week thing where I would go and do an exercise stream on the treadmill. And I'd get pretty sweaty, I'd get pretty fucked up, but I'd feel very good about myself at the end of the day. And I'd have the occasional bit of fun with people. Hiya, Logan. So, end result was I liked doing that. But the treadmill's fucked. I don't know what caused it. I'd like to think what caused it was my fat ass not knowing how to keep a good pace and messing up the track, the roller. But then COVID hit, and afterwards I just never got around to putting the money aside to go and getting somebody out. And when I do look into it, there's always confusion. There's always confusion. So, I put it out of my mind. And then Metal Monkey, the guy out there who was smoking, he went and on his own schemes, he got this. Because he was having some back pains himself. And he liked the bike back in the day, before I met him. Thank you. And I thought it was a great idea to go and get myself a little while on this bike, seeing that I was losing the weight and I was eating healthier and I was hitting my 15k weights. Well, they were 10s at the time that I upgraded. So the time I spent on the bike just got more and more, and I found pretty soon I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this really long, but then I could. So I knocked up the goddamn gears, and then I ran out of gears to knock up, and here we are. So if I can't make it any harder, I'll make it longer. There's a sex joke there somewhere. I'm too pretty to notice. Take care, Logan. Thanks for popping in. Five minutes so far. Ooh, such distance. Well, actually, I have no idea on the distance. Let's find out. We're only doing about 15k so far. We could do way better than that. I normally pace around about 20. That's the overall distance we've done. I want to reset that too. I should. Fuck it. My calories have been burning a good chunk. He does the occasional bit, and I do a lot of them. And now I'm at a point now where I really just want to go and get my own bike. Hey Troy, are you Irish? I am indeed. We lost our summer quick, didn't we? There's outside my window. There are my weights there. I have to find a decent place to put them. With a name like that, I would bloody well hope so. But with the exercise going on, I thought, you know what? I'm back into the swing of it, so I'll give you guys the old school live streams. Now, this is episode 1. I'll try to copy and paste future episodes a bit better. You know, more interesting description other than here's my Streamlabs. Have an idea in my head for the thumbnails. We'll see. Now, when we get to when we get to episode 100, I want to say, and we will, that won't be a problem. I want to say I will stop and maybe have a bike at that point, but I don't think so. Instead, what I'll do is, I don't know, make the background more interesting. Maybe have like a tablet that'll play a video or something over there. I play music, but copyright and all that. I'm at work, try not to be mad about my car. Oh shit, what happened to your car there, Troy? Now, no matter what, most streams, except for anything like, say, a power outage or I get in pain, will be an hour. Which isn't that bad at all. I used to give you guys 2 hours in the treadmill once in a while. My main problem is my sciatica will start to kill me if I'm not in the good posture. That's another thing, it's forcing my posture to be better. Little scuff on the rear driver's side, shit. Almost 9 o'clock. 9 minutes. Come on, give me that beautiful 10. Then we can do that another 5 more times. I'll try to make it more interesting than just watching my head bob left and right. I'm not quite sure what I could do. One thing's for sure, this will help me lose weight even more and tone up even more, because it will force me to go and look at like actually get up, because I'll make those promises to you guys, like, oh, I'll actually get up and exercise, rather than just saying I will and then I won't, which I've been guilty of in the past. Are you Irish? From Limerick? How are you? Yeah, I'm Irish. I'm from Dublin originally. If you want to know where the accent's from. Dublin originally. I've been living in Leitrim for the past 10 years. I should really put the location in there as well. I missed the crack in Dublin, but it's not that far. You just hop on the train 2 hours later in city centre. I don't miss the prices. I miss some of my friends, but I made new ones over here. And they could always come up. As for Limerick, I've heard good things about it over the years. Changed my perceptions. But I won't lie, it still is Stab City in my mind. But I used to think about that about Sligo. Then I started going up to Sligo. Now I'm good. How are we doing here? 11 minutes. Ooh, we're gonna be here for a bit, yeah, folks. So, on average, it's been increasing the amount of time a day I use this. I used to do 10 minutes every hour, just to keep the sciatica happy. It adds up, but you can do better. So I've started to increase it to 20 minutes. And it adds up, but you can do better. So this will be the first time in about a month, maybe 2 months, I'll do a full hour in one sitting. And that's going to be the normal going on. Ever been to Limerick? I have not. I've known a few people from Limerick. I have a friend who got married up there. By the way, how do I sound? Like, is my audio coming in okay, or do I need to higher it, lower it? If there's an echo, I'm in a big empty room. There's not much I can do about it. I should also make the place a little tidier for future episodes too. There's like clothes drying over there and shit. I hear you just fine. Fantastic. Appreciate the feedback. This is how I learn. I suppose I'll also mess around with the filters in future episodes. But because the lighting's not equal here... Yeah, we've had this thing for about a year now. And I gotta admit, it's a bit of a godsend. Even when the power's off, which this time of year, the power starts coming off like a lot. So long as, you know, I can see the screen in front of me, I should be happy. Now, what I really wish I could do is hook up a generator to the back of it. But you can't produce that much power. You have to hook it up to a battery. That's what you need to do. Well, this thing isn't designed to siphon energy. Oh, I can feel my sciatica happy right now. Oh, it's lovely. It feels like... if you don't have a sciatica going up and down your leg, I mean, everyone has a sciatica, but I mean like a nerve damage sciatica. It feels like when it's happy, it's kind of like when you do your first big stretch of the morning, even before you get out of bed, where you kind of do the thing with your feet and it goes up. It's a lovely feeling. Plus, obviously, if I keep doing this indefinitely, I'm going to have some fine looking legs. I mean, I already kind of do. How are we doing for time? At the tone, the time is 30 seconds and we're a quarter way. Lost power Saturday night. Raccoon? Oh, at least your ones are more interesting, man. We just have a shitty power infrastructure. You fingered your arse yourself eating a pack of banshee bones. I am from Dublin, so yes, that is a part of our culture. Unless you're from Dublin, you don't get to appropriate that shit. We do. And yes, wakes you up, doesn't it? From a heroin and fucking Dutch gold coma. Actually, I haven't had a pack of banshee bones in years. You'd be going looking for that? Oh, yeah. Because I do allow myself one day off the diet a week. And I used to do what everyone would do in that situation. Binge. But as your stomach shrinks, you just don't want to binge as much. Belfast costs less. Belfast... you know what? Fuck that noise. Belfast used to be great for deals. Then it just fucking dropped off. Now it's the same prices as anywhere else. Fuck off with that noise. Nowhere's left on this island for a fucking deal, including deals. The spiritual successor to the fucking pound shot my arse. Pound shot my arse, if you will. I got friends over in Canada who talk about going to the bulk barn. And they just get these huge trowels and this huge pack of stuff. And they're shoveling stuff in. You buy in bulk. And it's just... the deals are just amazing. Why can't we have that? A big warehouse where we just get a feed bag and just shove it into our mouth. Well, it doesn't need to be the best food ever. It needs to be fucking cheap. This country's a goddamn ripoff. And yes, this is what all 100 episodes are going to be like. Me increasingly getting more rambly and angry at the state of the world, while also getting sweaty. Whoa. At the tone, the time will be 17 minutes after I started to wiggle my head. Now, I haven't done the full research yet, but by doing this, I'm able to sit on the chair for about twice as long. But I don't know how long that usually is. I have to weigh myself up, not literally, but weigh myself up to how much time I can spend on the bike to how much time I can spend on the chair. Because that chair is fine. The problem is, I need a big, giant, lazy chair to pull that shit off. Oh yeah, that's it. Get the feeling back in these fucking muscles. I need to make the sins of my past vanish. Woo! Has been great losing weight. Oh my god. I got a really nice jacket. Well, it's a very bland looking jacket, but the thing is, it suits me. It fits me. It looks fine. And I got likes for it. I got that really nice one here. Just within arm's reach. No, it's not. Thanks for showing me up, you fucking piece of plaid bastard. But that looks nice too. And more, that's going to become the norm. As I lose the blubber, I'll start to look decent. But I got to keep it up. Can't let this shit get the better of me. Need to use my chair instead of my bed when I'm gaming. I don't think that really matters as much as just how long you spend sitting down. Like, I'll end up spending like 8 hours on that desk chair before I go live. And you've seen those streams. I'm fidgeting. I have to end it before the 2-hour mark because I just can't. Now, 2-3 hours sitting down. Now, I know in your case, you do work a lot on your feet. So, that's fair. I sit a lot more at the operating spa. Oh, you sit on that? I always have it in my head that you're constantly like by the conveyor belt with like a pair of, like a pitchfork, just moving the shit along. God, the smell of that place must be rank. I don't envy you that job. You know, I might not be getting along very well with Shabisky, but he had the right idea. Next year I should get myself a standing desk and just train myself to fucking stand. Then I can game to my heart's content. Plus, I'll have the chair right there. There'll be time for sitting, time for standing. If I can stand next to the side of a pub for like 4 or 5 hours long, 6 hour long, getting smashed, I can do it sober, playing a fucking video game or watching memes for 2 hours. Used to move a lot in packing. Yeah, that's the job I always have in my head for you. At the tone, woo! Gonna have to find some way of making sure that doesn't happen. At the tone, the time is 21 minutes. Woo! 9 more minutes, and then we can do that one more time. Like the whole half hour. And I will celebrate by drinking some water. So, today, I'm doing this. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the exercise anyway. So I might give you guys another stream. Episode 2 of 100. If I do, I should try to make it on a time of day which isn't so grey, but it is Ireland. Fuck it. I wanted my aqua now. Keep hydrated. Probably need a new bottle next year as well. That thing's running near the end of its life. It's like what? I think its sticker's still on it yet. £3. Ooh, how will I ever recover financially? With your help. Link in the description. Yeah, I gotta think of an end goal for this sort of stream. Not this particular one, but just when I get to episode 100. We'll see. We will indeed see. For now, though, I'm just looking here at this mostly empty shelf next to me, and I'm thinking, oh, I could put something on here. And I've got like this mobile audio, this speaker, designed for showers, but it's a Wi-Fi one. I could hook it up there and play some music on like my playlist. It would be a start, it'd be something. And I wouldn't get in trouble, like if I turned the radio on, which is over there. Hiya, Connor. I am currently 23 minutes in to an hour-long bike. I guess on average, my speed hasn't been much higher than 18. It's not really about the speed. I'm not really going anywhere. Literally, I'm not going anywhere. I'm on an exercise bike in my living room. Sweaty. That's how I'm doing there today, Connor. How are you doing today, Connor? Hope you had a good summer. I had an absolutely okay summer. Actually, I had a few good moments. A few bad moments. Actually, overall, far more good than bad. Change my position a bit. There we go. I'm drained after school. It's a nice living room. It's big and it has a nice view, but we filled it with clutter. Because we're two fucking bachelors with no life. And if you're wondering, no, that guitar is not mine. It's his. It's alright. You couldn't get this back in Dublin. Not for the price that we paid for it. Absolute mental prices, Jesus. Like I said, that's the main reason whenever I go to Dublin, I always feel sad. Because there's tons of great stuff to see and do there now. I mean, there always was. And I always find myself backtracking to places like Fibbers. But, Jesus. I look at the prices in Fibbers and I'm like, oh yeah. This is why I leave. You can find some good deals. I will give it that. Like the all-you-can-eat buffet in the Mongolian barbecue place in Temple Bar isn't that bad. That's become the norm. I want to be to Dublin to makes me want to go fishing. We are packed full of fishers at any given time. People coming in from Dublin, people coming in from Holland, a few Germans. We got signs around here in German. I don't like here for its mood. I like here for its atmosphere, in other words. There's a sort of, this is the place where you retire to die vibe in this county. A lot of retirees. If you're young, you leg it. But as I'm about to hit middle age, well, I'm already here. But then the atmosphere comes in winter. If we have snow, oh my god, this place is gorgeous. And there's a haunting beauty about the place. Great if you like stargazing. And the nightlife up in Carrick is pretty good. You go there for hens and stags. I lived there for 4 years when we first moved up from Dublin. How are we doing for time? 27. The doldrums, baby. And of course, Sheemore Hill is just slightly to the right here. I've climbed that on stream a few times. I was going to do it this year and it just never happened. Pure, unadulterated laziness. I have better shoes than ever before, been healthier than I have been in years. We've had beautiful summer days. I could have packed a few cans or a few bottles of something. Water, a little bit of trail mix. I didn't. I think I was going to go with Roe at one point, and then that just fell apart. I'm going to go with Claire too. She didn't stay here that long. I have climbed it with Claire. That was a lot of fun. We went with a big group of like 8 of us. She's a smoker. Actually, most of them are smokers. I'm not. But I was really out of shape back then, so we were all struggling except for that one guy. What country are you from? Ireland. You're a great screamer. You should make it your hobby and you might get a lot of views. Listen to you. I do stream nearly every day. I've been making videos for years, making streams for years, but the topics people want me to talk about are very niche. And when I say people, I mean like 5 or 6. I don't want to make it into a career, but if anyone wants to donate, the PayPal is down there. Very much appreciated. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. Helps the channel grow. I enjoy doing this. Is my hobby though. 100%. This is my hobby. As for what happened last night, Mickey Richards DM'd me. He's safe and sound, but his computer went kaput. So he couldn't stream, and Krendars had the same problem, but he ended up just forgetting to tell us. I mean, doesn't make that into a habit, that's fine. Also unfortunate, but Magicus won't be joining Landon and I on Wednesday for the drinking stream. When I'm done, I'll upload, I'll put the link to the Discord in the chat. In fact, Troy, if you can, could you post a link to the Discord in the, in the chat? And afterwards I'll upload it. Because I can reuse the sentence after the first episode. I should have made this first one private, and then I've had all the sentence saved. Live in Dublin. Can mess up your respiratory. Oh, absolutely. That's fine. No one needs to pay or do anything. Like I said, I don't do this for money. If I did, I'd be dead. I'd have died years ago. But no, anything given, appreciated. Anything not given, appreciated. Right now, I need mostly from people just telling me how their day is. Because we have another 29 minutes to go. And then I can go and have a shower. Yay! Boop. So, what part of Dublin? I'm from Swords originally. When I moved out of my house, I went down to live in Drumcondra. What a kip. But I like to say I got the worst place I'm ever going to live in out of the way early. So, it's been all uphill since then. And you can kind of see the little rosiness in my cheeks now. I wouldn't call this the most extreme workout I've ever done or anything, but Jesus, these are going to build up over time, and my body's either going to adapt, or else I'm just going to have to get used to changing out so many t-shirts every single stream. I am going to look really good in a pair of shorts, though. Yeah. I want to go over to Scotland in January. I'm going to get myself a kilt. I did a Google search, and the prices are really, really fair. I am so going to get myself a kilt. Like £40. Don't get me wrong, these are some basic ass kilts. And no, I don't know my countries, my clan's this, or my family's that, or anything. It won't be a legit one. I've seen the prices on those ones. I'd rather not. But hell yeah, I'm going to come back with a bunch of mini whiskies and a fucking kilt. And I'll do a live stream where I'm sitting right here in the damn kilt on the bike. And you guys will go, damn, that guy's sweaty as fuck. That's a good do. You should try to research masters and more viewers. No, I'm alright. Laptop, I would be the blue link. That's fine. It's fine. I'll be doing other streams where the link should be working much better. I need to look into other forms of paying out and what have you. I would share the stuff, but that would end the stream. It's so stupid, this YouTube thing. I could activate the Streamlabs app. That's much more accurate. Live stream. I don't know why people want to contact me on WhatsApp while I'm live streaming. I'm really adamant that if you want to talk to me, just go to Discord where I know everyone. I don't have the means to look up people. And they're like, oh, I'll do it. No, they won't. So just say that they won't, and that's okay. I'm not going over to WhatsApp. I knew this girl for ages who was big into Snapchat. And I did not like Snapchat at all because it's Snapchat. And she was like, why don't you join Snapchat? Because I don't want to enjoy Snapchat. Like, it's not for me. I don't find this stuff interesting. I find you interesting and I want to talk to you. So let's talk here. And eventually, as it turns out, she was trying to... At least she wasn't like a spam bot or anything. She was just a regular old-fashioned scammer. Didn't get a penny out of me, though. Heh. Oh, I feel so almost sorry for those scam girls now, because none of them are legit. They're all just going to be AI. Oh, all the classic crafts are being replaced by automation. Hope you enjoy your drinks, ads. Remember to be careful not to have too much when you result in alcohol poisoning and not to drink and drive. Well, I don't drive. I'm going to be live streaming. From here, from my room. Well, here, in my room. So, I'll be as safe as houses. And I've been kind of drinking since I was 17. Actually, no, I've been legally drinking since I was 18. I've been drinking since I was 14. I know my limits. One thing I will say, though, as I've been losing the weight, because I haven't been drinking as much, my tolerance does go down, and that's really good. Not only health-wise, but money-wise as well. Alcohol costs so much in this goddamn country. Jesus Christ. Like, it does in the States, too. It does in the UK. It does on the continent. But fuck me, it is so pricey here. And they all say it because they think it's going to stop alcoholism. No, it won't. You can raise a pint to 100 quid. No one's going to pay for it, but everyone is still going to find a way to get drunk. It's so ridiculous. 36 so far. We can do this. I believe in myself. Oh, you gotta know your limits. One thing about kids is that a lot of Americans think the Irish are like some sort of super-powered alcoholics. We're not. We just early on know what we can and can't do. And the good ones accept that. The bad ones make the most out of it. Normally at someone else's expense. Of course, now looking back at it, most of the gobshites who've had too much to drink are usually older than me. When I say the gobshites who've had too much to drink, I don't mean just that they're drunk. I mean, they're being assholes about it. So many times in pubs and clubs I've just been wondering, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? You're older than me. Other times I've been the gobshy, because we all have our dumb days and dumber nights. Speaking of, anyone on the Discord, on Wednesday we have the drinking stream, like I said, and if you guys want to throw us out something to watch that's a bit higher brow, a little bit pseudoscience-y, so we can point and laugh at it, because Landon is kind of a smart boy. Very much appreciated. Now the stream says 42 minutes, but I was jabbering like an idiot. In reality, it's 38. Let's have a look on the overall updates while you guys can still see it. I'm too lazy to get up now, and I'm in too far. Yeah, so 16s to 17 kilometers. Nothing to write home about, but I'm keeping a good pace. As for the calories, fuck it. That's our first goal. Let's see, can we get that up to 900? It resets after it does the whole 999 thing. Obviously I can't really show you, because this is what happens when I have the camera facing that way. So yeah. Soon I feel more intelligent than other people because of years, because of most of them a vape. You'll grow out of that. That is you being a kid. You're not actually all that more intelligent. You might have more insight, but take that attitude and put it in a little box called humility and self-respect, because that is not how people will judge you. People will look at you as being a snobbish little arsehole, if that's how you see the world. Don't worry. That's not all that much of a personal attack on you. That is more you just going through the steps that millions of other people did. If you are a student in college, you will have a moment where you will stick your nose up at something. You got to take it and put it in context with the rest of your life. These kids, if they're vaping, watching shit that you think is dumb, spending their days, their weeks, their months, their years, doing whatever they feel like, that's their journey. They shouldn't vape. I let them do their own thing, but I feel like I shouldn't follow the same path they should. You shouldn't. You shouldn't overdose on anything. You shouldn't become a fat fuck like me. You shouldn't drink yourself into a coma. You shouldn't smoke yourself into a plastic lung or regular old backy. But you know, you got to be aware that that is how you came across to me right there. So you need to step back and look at yourself and the world around you. Like, these kids are going through their same fucking journey, and they want to feel safe, they want to feel a part of a community, and they want to have fun. For me, I enjoy a good drink, the occasional bit of the herb and spices. Not spice, Jesus. But no, a little bit of weed now and again isn't the end of the world. Even a bit of shrooms if you want to go on an adventure. But then you turn around, you see some crack addict in an alleyway up there in like Abbey Street. And you kind of just look at them and be like, oh, how did they get here? And, you know, some people will just be more scared of them. And you should. You should be wary of them at the very least. But, you know, you gotta feel sorry for them. But most people don't end up that way. Most people hit a wall where they're like, I don't really want to get drunk this week. What do you want to do? I kind of want to pay off my bills. And that's the thing, like, I noticed that a few years ago. I ended up going on a really bad binge after COVID for a whole bunch of reasons. And after COVID, I just felt so pointless. And this isn't where I found Jesus or unlocked my third eye. It's just where I picked myself up and said, right, moping's over. Binging, massively curtail it. Why? Because it's not fun. It's diminishing returns on everything you do. It's why every junkie has to find the higher high. And that includes exercise. I had someone in my family who was like a world-class runner. And he had to stop because he had a heart attack one day out on the track. Of course he was. He got about 4 hours sleep. And just would run non-stop. He'd stop to have his water like a robot and his food like a robot. They had no joy but the runner's high. And it was scary. And he curtailed it back, and now he only runs for charity and when he's out with the dog. And I haven't talked to him in many years, but I hope he's doing okay. Now, we're all on this journey together, mate. And I hope if you find somebody who's having a bad time, you pick them up, or at least you pat them on the back and say you're okay. And then you rob them. And you set up a shitty YouTube channel where you cycle in a gloomy October afternoon and give shitty life advice. Well, not reading the chat either. I don't tell people they shouldn't do it. I do feel sorry for people who vape, even though it's not much fear, get addictive, not just losing their money. Health, yeah, that's the thing about vaping, is that we know so little about it. And it can't be beneficial in the long run. But it's kind of like the people who self-medicate with weed. If it gets them out of a slump, that's great. But at a certain point, they have to keep pushing back away from the wall and just let go of it. It's like Dutch Courage. Dutch Courage wakes you up. It can give you the bump you need, but wouldn't it be better just doing that yourself? Not with some weird manosphere self-help shit. But just being confident enough to do shit. And if you got problems, go and see a fucking therapist. One of the best things I did over the past 10 years was go and see a therapist. And she didn't coddle me. She pointed out my flaws, but they were far fewer than I thought they were. In fact, if anything, she said that me going into a media that allows me to express myself was a very good call on my part. Not because anything I'm saying is like groundbreaking, but because I give off an air of, oh, this man has been through the fucking trenches, you damn right I have. But it wasn't all, it didn't crack me, it didn't break me like some people do. Oh, especially because I'm an autistic person. Christ. Oh no, my back's all sweaty now. I've got that point in the run of the cycle where my shirt's all damp. We're almost done. It's fair that you can't read the chat most of the time because you're running keep. No, over these episodes, I'll need chat to keep me preoccupied. But, yeah, I do run my mouth as much as I run these legs. What you say earlier, know your limitations, know your limits. That includes all your flaws. And I can be a narcissistic little prick sometimes. Woo! I remember having that conversation with, I think, the final girlie years ago, when she was on stream with us. And she said, like, we were talking about, I think, Onision of all people. Absolute scumbag, if anyone doesn't know. And we were saying, oh, he was such a narcissist. He was such an egotist. And I think it was either her or me who said, it's true, but we have to acknowledge that, to a degree, anyone who puts themselves in front of a camera or a microphone has a level of narcissism to it. Just a smidge. And she agreed. You feel like the world needs to hear you. A truly humble person wouldn't think that in a second. And that's self-defeating. You need that little bit. That little bit of, I fucking matter. Not in a weird manosphere, MGTOW, Andrew Tate sort of alpha charge shit. Or in an obnoxious, over-the-top, clearly hiding something broken about you, like I've seen some guys do. I'm really important. No, you're not. Why? Because a really important person wouldn't say that. But rather going like, yeah, I do okay. I do okay. That, I think, is the focus. That beautiful, nice edge of not rizzing yourself up too much. Let other people rizz you up. And for free. Oh. And yes, I use rizz. And I'll use it long after it's no longer cool. Which it never really was. Fuck it. I like it. I don't know so much about drip. Drip makes me think too much of going to see a doctor about a prostate. But fit does work. And when it comes to clothes, hell yeah. Were you diagnosed with autism? Yes. I was actually one of the Dr. Mary King's test cases in her book that she put forward to the Irish Health Service on re-diagnosing dyslexia and autism back in the mid-90s. I was patient number 7, I believe. That was a scary time. I wish you could take images from your mind and perfectly replicate them like a photo, because there's something almost like borderline Nazi super science about the scene. I went into her office, which was like one of those half-moon dome rooms in, I think it might have been the Rotunda. Big half window behind her desk. 2 people with lab coats either side of her. And she was there in this big desk in the middle. And she just asked me to do the standard, like, touch your nose and all that. I did that with a couple of other kids for a few days. My ma would be outside waiting for me. And yeah, and I got to go to special class. And I got a laptop in secondary school. And I went to Rosslyn Park Community College for people who, among other things, needed a little bit of help. That's gone now, Rosslyn Park. That's out in Sandymount. Passed by it a few years ago. Ooh, me legs are really feeling this now. Yeah, that was years ago. The weird thing is, you just kind of forget you have it a lot of times until you remind yourself why the world feels so weird. And the internet's great because it does bring other autist people together. Autists. Or tismites, as we say on a certain Discord. Not mine. I suppose a bit mine. Woo! How we doing? Well, calorie-wise, we're well past that. But we can't do that in 10 minutes. We can't get it to max out in 10 minutes. I mean, I could, if I belted it like this, maybe get to 950, but I'm alright. I am doing A-okay. By the way, despite the fact that it'll probably get a little better looking in terms of the presentation and shit, this is what the core of these episodes are going to be. Just me spouting pure gibberish at the chat. while trying to lose weight. And succeeding too. No, autism. The funny thing is, my friend said autistic is an insult to me when I was too happy. He wasn't too happy. You know, we all have our bad days. Yeah, a lot of people don't see it. Well, no, retard is. Retard is the insult. Or tard. The thing is, much like the N-word with a lot of black people, I know a lot of autistic people who will just casually say it. And so, like the N-word, some black people are not okay with that, and some black people are indifferent to it, and some black people leaning on it. And same with autistic people. But notice the difference was I said the N-word, because that ain't my word to say. A retard? Yeah, once in a blue moon. But I almost never use it to insult somebody, except maybe to play up myself. But I've been doing it less and less because I know a third person listening in would find that insulting. So it is something I'm trying to phase out. But I'm not going to lie, sometimes it is just the most perfect word to sum someone up. When I hear an anti-vaxxer go on or anything Trump says, my brain just goes, that is fucking retarded. And I remember Steph Sterling saying this. She loves to swear, but it does kind of make you lazy with your words. You need to get creative. That's why she always tosses out the weirdest English, like, Cockney slang ever. Even though she's not actually Cockney. I think she's from North England or somewhere like that. Anyway, yeah, no, autism, to be autistic is not fun, but I was really lucky to not have it that heavy. I still get money from the government as a sort of, sorry, you're born broke, and I'm like, yeah, well, thanks to you, I'm not going to be broken the other way. Until inflation catches up with me. Woo! But yeah, we absolutely, like, we see the world differently. And it's so subtle that you forget that the rest of the world not only doesn't see it that way, but the bulk don't. But if you know how to challenge yourself, you know how to check your fucking tism privilege, as I sometimes say, and realize that some people don't actively give a fuck what you think, and that's okay, because you probably don't know what the hell you're talking about, you can go far. You can go real far. You can make your friends, you can fall in love, you can get yourself a decent job. I've done 2 out of 3 of those things on numerous occasions. Actually, I've technically done all 3 on numerous occasions. And that's why, one reason why I love streaming. Because I can't be told, dude, no one cares what you think. Why the hell did you click on my fucking thing then? It's fun chatting with you. Hope you have a nice day. Good luck with your journey. You too, there, Connor. I ain't got much time left. But my God, I'm going to make the most out of it. Makes me sound like I'm dying. I've only got 5 minutes left in the treadmill. Yep, doctor said I only have exactly 5 minutes left. Woo! That hour flew by. Best stream of the day, just want to let you know. Well, thank you, Connor. This is just me. This is just who I am. And I've been told that's one of my greatest strengths. Personally, I think it's also one of my greatest weaknesses, but everyone can say that about themselves. But you do you. And if you're around, take care. If not, take care. That's all we can do in life. And try to have a little bit of fun along the way. And don't get a sciatica, or else you'll be paying for it well into your 30s and 40s. Run, run, run as fast as I can, 'cause I'm on a fucking bike, oh yeah. Whew. The stream's been going for an hour, but we still have 4 minutes left on this. So, How the hell do we wrap this bad boy up? Why? Oh, see? I even did get the, Well, let's see, can we get to 960 then? 960. 7. Don't get lazy now, man. You're running out of time. Can we do it? Can we get to that 960? To the next live stream. I was brain rotting. I can't make this up. Is it AI slot brain rot? I like that YouTube Shorts is trying to introduce people to new streamers and what have you. But that just means that's more people that you're going to look at and go, not for me, mate. 5, 6, 7. I'll be over on Twitch playing some Fallout and listening to Legacy of Ashes, the secret not the secret, but the history of the CIA. 3 minutes left. That's this evening after I've cooled down from this and had me dinner and obviously had a shower. Not in that order. But because I'm doing this, I'll be able to sit on that chair for a lot longer. So I'll post that on Tuesday up here on this channel. And then on Wednesday we have the drinking stream. And then on... probably won't do it on Thursday. I'll probably just recover. And then on Friday, either Yakuza or Cyberpunk. I enjoyed both. So I might go and do Cyberpunk first. And then Saturday, whichever one didn't win out. And on Sunday, we have Bearded Ramblings, where Drake Dragsaw and Ignar will be back. Hopefully this time there won't be as many technical fuck-ups. Woo! Oh! No, Friday. Friday is UFF. Commissar Feelgood and I will be starting Vampire the Masquerade together. I mean, she's beaten it thousands of times. I've played a third of it. So, she's going to give me some advice. Boop. Sorry, I completely forgot. She'd be looking at my face, not the way around. Like the game brain rot? Jesus. Okay, we have 1 minute left. And we will in 5 seconds. Oh, my legs are like, okay, buddy, I think you've had enough. I'll tell you when I've had enough. Get your toes off me, man. Boop. Well, I got to do the exact same thing tomorrow. Won't do it the day after, but I'll be walking around a lot. Let's see if we get to 75. Oh. 1. I won't even know if I've made it in time. 2. Yeah. If I was a little bit taller, I'd be fucked. My knees would just constantly be slamming into it. Come on. I got this. Woo. Arbitrary number. Oh, man. It was either right on the line or it wasn't. Oh, God. Woo! Let's motherfucking go. Episode 1 of 100 completed. Thank you guys so much. If I don't give you guys another episode tomorrow, you'll see another throughout the week. But like I said, I do other shit too. I will, once this is uploaded, I will post links to my other stuff. And I'll do a proper, description going forward so you guys can enjoy the links. The Discord, Blue Sky, my Twitch, where I'll be streaming later. Oh, my legs. Woo, hoo, hoo. Walking is gonna be fun. Well done, Lev. Only 99 more to go. All right, everyone, have yourselves a fantastic time. I'm gonna have a very well-earned shower. Walking like I've just done like 5 shots in a row. Uh, oh. But before I go, something very important. Clean your equipment when you're done. That's what I'm gonna do before anything else. And finish my water. Take care. Thank you guys so much for showing up. See you all again soon. We're back, baby.